Alrighty, well, as expected, Sarnia Sting came out really strong in that first period, and here we are, though, tied 2 on each side. So I don't know about you, Lee. I mean, I was excited when I saw the first goal from Vilmanis in there, and then Carson Hall, who's somebody I want to talk about, making that second goal, and 2-0. And I was thinking what we had talked about, which is here we are playing a really strong team, and we're doing really well. Yeah. But I was also thinking, but this is still a really good team. They're not going to stand for that. And, of course, they've showed that by coming back out here, tying things up 2-2. Shots on goal, like, not super high, like 8 for us, 5 for the other guys. But, I mean, I don't know. The last few games we haven't seen really high shots on goal either.
No, and that's something that we've been seeing from the Sting for a long time. Sometimes they get a lot of shots, but they, for whatever reason, they like to move it around. They try to, like, set the play up more than just kind of crash the net and try and, like, take the shots whenever they get the opportunity, get the rebounds in. They like to set things up and be a little bit more methodical about it, I think. And we see that in most games with the Sting where their shots are usually on the lower side.
It's certainly been a physical, aggressive game. We'll talk about what we just saw there at the end of the period, but I mean, from the start, we've seen a lot of scuffling in the corners. I feel like Guelph has been taking us or drawing us into the boards, which is not one of the Sarnia Sting's better strengths.
No, not at all. And I think it got a little bit more aggressive. I think kind of Guelph changed up their style of play after Sting got their second goal. Whatever they came out doing in the beginning, it just didn't seem to be working for them, so they changed their style. They got a little bit rougher. They got a little bit more physical, and that kind of helped turn things around in their favor, and it's showing on the scoreboard now as well. Sting wasn't able to continue with the type of offense that they had in the first few minutes of this first period, and so but I mean, a lot of good play happening at both ends of the rink. Even with that style of play being changed up, we're still seeing the Sting move the puck around well. We're still seeing an improvement from what we've been seeing.
100%. I mean, Sandus Vilmanis, I mean, we could talk forever about him. What a great sniper he is, so to speak.
And that was a great pass, too. He was set up perfectly by Marco Sikic on that one for sure.
Yeah, a great assist there from Sikic. And, this is more of what we've been waiting to see. The passing seems to be really strong for the Sarnia Sting here this afternoon. They're not really hitting the skates. That being said, I mean, the penalty kill for the Guelph Storm was very, very strong when we had those power play opportunities, and they were able to just keep getting that puck back down into our end. Yeah,
but I mean, that's the Sting power play. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the Sting power play.
Yeah.
They don't take it. I mean, both of those power plays, they got one shot. Each one, they only got one shot off each time. Wasn't a great shot, so I honestly like seeing 5-on-5 better than with us having the man advantage. Because I think going back to what I said there about how they like to set it up and be more methodical about it, I think it's even more so when we're on the power play.
Yeah.
They try to take their time and look for that perfect shot, and the time's ticking down the whole time through that, and they end up. I mean, I think it was in Brantford there a couple weeks ago or last week, whenever it was. We had a 5-on-3 advantage for 3 minutes and like 20 seconds.
Yeah. Not
a single shot in that whole time.
Yeah. It's something they definitely need to work on, and Jay Peckham has talked about that many times. And as we have as well, we're not looking for the TSN highlight goal here, right? But I think sometimes, especially when you're in a situation where you're frustrated, the Sting are frustrated right now, I'm sure. When you're in a state of frustration, maybe you're a little nervous, and you really are afraid to take those risks to try to push forward, push through, and it's got to be just right. I'm not sure. I mean, there's the confidence thing going on there as well, right?
Sure.
So, and again, as these are young men out on the ice that are still learning the game. They're working on that whole figure it out thing there as well. But I noticed a lot too, which I know you do see sometimes in the games, but I really noticed a lot of the referees talking to the players today. Have you noticed that? Like, I've seen one up talking to Lane Sim and another one talking to Hall, and they're just and they're not short conversations. So I'm just wondering where that's coming from. I'd love to be that microphone right there.
That could be it. Yeah, I haven't really been noticing that because whenever the whistle happens, I got to look around, make sure my kid's not doing